Okay, it's recording. Hi, Aubrey. Okay, so I've got a little bit more time now, so I thought I'd give you some more because I have homework and things, and I'll probably forget if I don't do it sooner or later. So, I have a list of the signs that went with the colors, and then I'll send another video or two with the rest of them. But the one I have so far, yeah, is all the ones that went with the colors that I saw. So green tractor is the first one that you sent me, that I could see at least. So green, I showed you green. And then tractor is kind of interesting. I just learned this one because I don't use it a lot. But tractor is like you have your finger, it's kind of like a finger gun. And then you have your hand in like a C hand shape. And you put your finger gun at the base of your thumb. And so then you kind of pivot. And so it's like to show like the tractor, like, you know, like it's gonna pick up dirt or something. So that's green tractor. Yellow duck, I showed you yellow. And then duck is signed with these three fingers. You put like right here where you're like in front of your mouth. And it goes up and like a duck beak or bill. Pink pig, so I showed you pink. So pink, and then pig. This one's kind of weird. I don't know why, because usually signs will like resemble what they're talking about. This one doesn't. But pig, you take like your 5 hand, and you put it under your chin, and you go like this. Pig. It's weird, I know, but that's what pig is. Sorry, and I don't know if you want a side view on any of these, if that would help you, or if front is okay. If you need any better views, you can just tell me. Blue truck. So I showed you blue, and then and what was truck again? Okay, so truck was a hard one to find because there are a lot of signs. I say a lot. There's a pretty good amount of signs in ASL that they're just finger spelled. They haven't come up with a perfected sign for it yet, or it's not a common sign. And so a lot of times, you know, you'll sign what the sign that you search the internet and find is, but people won't quite understand, or they don't use it a lot. So take it with a grain of salt, because the ones that are actual signs that I'm about to show you aren't very commonly used. But I'll show you all 3 of them so you can pick and see what one is best. The most common way that I've seen how to do truck is just Truck. It's just, you spell it. But if you did want another alternative, if you thought that'd be cuter for the book, then truck, I saw 2 ways to do it, but again, I'm kind of not sure. One of them was like, I think it was like truck or like truck, but again, it's not very common. Orange cat, that one's an easy one. Orange, and then cat or cat. You can do it either I keep saying pointer, index finger or middle finger, either one, but cat, it's like you're stroking their whiskers. Okay, next is red barn. So I showed you red. And barn, there isn't, again, a super specific type of sign for barn. So barn, there were 2 ways that you could do it. But the first way isn't very effective, so I don't know. The first way was just like house, but with B hands, but you basically, that's house. So that's really easy to confuse. The way I would do it would be farmhouse, which is kind of weird, but that's how they say barn. So farm is where you take your 5 hand and you slide it across your chin. So that's farm. And later for farmer, there's also farmer. So I remember strong farmer was one of them. So strong. You can't see me very well. But imagine you can see my arms here coming out. It's like strong, and then farm person. So this is the sign for person, or in English, like waiter, actor, whatever. And like it's somebody, what they're doing, what their job is, and then and so it's the same, farmer. So strong farmer. Anyway, where was I? Barn. Farmhouse. So it's farm with your little 5 hand, farm house. That's how they do barn. And so if you want to do red barn, you could do like red farmhouse, or if you think it'd be easier to identify or to kind of, I guess there might be pictures though, because I was like, if it makes it easier to identify, you could just spell barn, but that wouldn't be as cute. So, brown cow, that one's pretty easy. Brown with your little B on it sliding down your face, and then cow. You take like a Y hand, put it up like a horn, and then you just kind of twist it. That's cow. White dog. I showed you white, and then dog is an interesting sign, but you like do a snapping. I don't know if you can see that, but snapping. And so one that I've seen is either snap and then you pat your thigh like you're calling a dog to come to you, or some people will just do the snap, or some people will do the pat. I've also seen people spell dog really fast and it looks like snapping, so I would go with something that includes the snapping because that's the most commonly identified form of dog. So I would just say white dog. If you wanted to do the full explanation, you could go white dog. So it's up to you. Again, sorry, this is kind of confusing, but sign language is interesting because it's continually changing and evolving, and old signs are forgotten and things like that. Black sheep. Black is across your head, like there's this black band on my hat. Anyway, sorry. I'm really tired. But black, so black, you like run your finger across your head, black. And then sheep, you take your dominant hand, so if you're a righty, I don't remember if you're right or left-handed, but righty, you'd use your right hand, lefty, you use left hand, but your dominant hand, you're in a V shape, like kind of like shears. And then your arm, you like hold it up, and then you just act like you're cutting wool off, and that's sheep. So you have black sheep. Last one I have on the list for right now is gray. I think it's gray horse. And if I mixed them up, I'm sorry. You can just apply it to whatever. But gray is just kind of, it's weird. It looks weird, but that's gray. And then horse is very similar to cow. You take these 3 fingers instead of a Y, you do with these 3. And you put your thumb in the same place for cow, except for you go up and down. I don't know, like kind of like a horse's ear will flap and like swat away the flies. That's horse. Yeah. I'm trying to remember what else I saw in there that I could pull up. I remember strong farmer. I remember truck. I don't remember the rest. I'll have to send you another video, sorry. But yeah, that's all I have for now. Hope that helps.